Antibiotic Stories 2019, Berni Wood, professional photographer.
I've dealt with a lot of different doctors and have spent a considerable amount of time at the QEH as a patient, at same-day treatment, and at the Cancer Center. Dr. Greg German, Dr. Guy Boswell, and Dr. Nicole Murphy, along with others, continue to work together to get to the bottom of this long-term inflammatory disease of my eyes called scleritis. The doctors have been amazing and are working collaboratively to get this figured out. And I'm determined to get off long-term steroids and keep my eyesight. As a professional photographer, my eyes are my income and my windows to the world. I'm an avid world traveler, both as a photographer and an adventurist. I still have a lot of the world to see and grandchildren to watch grow up. I need a healthy body. I developed scleritis more than 10 years ago. It's a serious and painful condition with a potential for vision loss. It's often caused by an autoimmune disorder and sometimes by a viral or bacterial infection. After many tests, there is no indication of autoimmune, viral, and most bacterial diseases. However, there's still a remote possibility I could have late-stage Lyme disease or some other type of bacterial pathogen. Such a case could explain the scleritis and other things like neuropathy and reactive arthritis that comes and goes. I've failed disease-modifying anti-rheumatic drugs, biologics, and chemotherapy, but high-dose prednisone works every time. It's a miracle drug that quickly relieves pain, but it's also the devil drug, in my opinion, that causes complications such as weight gain, adrenal insufficiency, cataracts, and broken bones. I've also taken the antibiotic ceftriaxone after bone surgery, and both times my eyes went calm. We don't know if this was a coincidence or if, in fact, the antibiotics helped the scleral inflammation. It would be interesting to find out further. My biggest fear has been losing my eyesight. I used to call myself the half-blind photographer, as I was nearly blind in one eye due to cataracts, and losing sight in the other for the same reason, just not as bad. But after surgery in both eyes by Dr. Boswell, I now see very well. The scleral pain, however, is ongoing and sometimes debilitating, but I've learned to live with pain and function at a high level on prednisone. The steroid use, though, has resulted in several broken bones, with the most recent being my femur. After a year of recovery and ongoing physio, I still struggle with putting on socks, and I'm doubtful if I'll ever skate or ride a bike again, and maybe some other things. I'm happy to say, however, I am golfing this year. Because most things have been ruled out, I think it's a good possibility that I have some type of bacterial infection that's not yet been determined. Perhaps Lyme disease or perhaps something else. I've traveled the world and spent significant time in North America where ticks are common, but I've also spent a lot of time in many developing countries where bacterial pathogens are plenty, and countries are not up to the same standards as we're used to here in Canada. I believe Dr. German, along with other doctors, will get to the bottom of this disease and get me on the right medications and get me off steroids. Maybe antibiotics, or maybe it's something else. I don't know. But I am fortunate that my doctors here are determined to find a solution. They're determined to get an answer for me.